Hello farmers, welcome to No Man's Land by Alien Jim. Sitting here just looking at the traffic going past the shop. That traffic is actually off the map, that's not actually on the map. We're actually right at the southern end of the map on the border down here at the shop. Let me turn around here and I'll pop open the PDA for you so you can kind of see what the map kind of looks like from the sky. Oh yeah, wonderful. Yes, we're down here. There is, I think, a fuel station. Is that what it's saying? Is there a fuel station? If I zoom on in down here, you got your animal dealership right down here, a little fuel station right here. The shop itself, to buy, sell, customize your vehicles. And there is a vehicle grain shop to where you want to sell your grain right here. As you can see, the plots are all kind of in squares. If we go to land, well, you don't have to keep checking how much they are because they're all $85,000, I believe. I haven't clicked on all of them, but they all look like they're $85,000 a piece. You start off with lot number 26. As you can see, we have a silo up there and our house up there. I'll take you there pretty soon because, let's see, there is not much to look on the map because it's basically kind of one of the maps where you're in control of how you want to design the map. So I'll show you here in just a little while. But here's the shop. The bank, if you will, is right here. Looks like we can buy services, charge applies. I assume we can buy grain or slurry and stuff from here. We'll test it out in a little while. Here is your only sell point on the map as of right now. Well, this is the only sell point on the map. Like I said, you have to put down other sell points, placeables. This is kind of like a design your own kind of a map kind of a thing. These doors do open and close. I've already been here. I opened the doors once. The other side does not open because that, like I said, we're on the edge of the map as it is. So you can come in here. I like how big of an area you have right in here to come in to repair, customize, and I would assume sell your vehicles as well. This is where you buy your stuff. We will go into the shop details a little bit because there are some added things in there as well. Is this store open too? Sweet. Let's come over here. Here is your animal dealer, if you will. Come in here. I don't think there's anything special in here. I really haven't scrolled around. I would assume base animals that we have. We turn around and here is your fuel pump. Unleaded fuel, super unleaded, diesel. Those prices are rather cheap. Okay. I hope they are that cheap. Does that door open? No, it does not. So the next thing I want to show you, but I'm not going to do it just yet. If you come on down here, there are two signs here. Now this is a little bit different than I've seen on his other maps, but right here, cutting this signpost with the chainsaw will permanently remove all trees from the map. This will not include trees around the edge of the map. And this one over here, cutting the signpost, will remove all the rocks permanently on the map. And of course, the same thing, will not include the rocks around the edges. So usually, and I haven't tried it yet, but on his other maps, usually you can click a button, it'll remove them, and then click a button and they'll come back. But before it was fence posts and hedges. Yeah, I can see where putting the trees back on the map or rocks back on the map could be a bit of a problem, especially if you put placeables down and now the rocks are trying to come back and trees are trying to come back. Can I jump up there? Ooh, I'm an athletic farmer. Yeah, so this is the southern end of the map. Like I said, not much to really see down here. Yeah, I basically showed everything around here. The rest is basically just land area. We're going to the farm here in just a moment, but I'll show you just quickly, like there is nothing else on the map other than land itself. That's why it's called No Man's Land. But let's go ahead. I said I want to show you some things in the shop area. Let's go to silos first because with the map you get some other mods, if we will. AJ Tech. Let me just scroll over so you can see it. So you get like a small BGA and a small BGA extension. I don't think there's any of those on the map. I'll try to place some down later on to see how big of an area they cover. The grain silo, which you will see when we get to the farm, but this is the grain silo you will see. And it holds 200,000 liters. And of course, you get an extension you can buy for 22, which is not that expensive. It's pretty good. Liquid storage tanks. Looks like it holds water, milk, slurry, and digestate with some extensions as well. And we'll place some of these down to see how big they are. see how much room they take up. So let's see, we did silos. Decoration is what we want to look into. So he now added some fencing down. So you can put some fencing around your farms, your buildings. He also has hedges as well. And he also gives you some buildings to place around. Of course, you know, if you want to build like your own little residential area, you can go ahead and do that. Buildings are rather cheap, $10,000 a piece. You got yourself a factory, a shop, office buildings, a silo. But remember, this silo in here is for decorative purposes only. This is what I was looking forward to. Rocks. Oh, yes. I hope... I wonder if he'll come out and make this like a separate mod as well. Kind of like his shed pack. Putting rocks down on maps would be pretty nice. You got yourself an outhouse, a hunting hut, an outlook, and a broken windmill in the AJ Tech department. If we go back, anything else? Sheds. I think, yes, he added some more sheds. An old bale shelter, an old rundown shelter, which we will see these two when we get to the farm itself. And a warehouse, which we don't have one on the map right now. And farmhouses is doormat that he usually has. And the farmhouse that I do believe that we already have back at the house. I do believe that is everything. Is there anything under miscellaneous? Oh, okay. So he's got a wood crusher direct sell point, which we do have. A lumber mill. Straw barn sell point. A spinnery. And a vehicle workshop, which we do have, that I do know. But there is no spinnery. There is no barn sell point. Or, wait, what did I... Oh, okay, I was showing that. Let's see, he also has... Yeah, we have that. Wood chip sell point, which there's not one on the map, but we can... I mean, you've probably seen this before at the sawmills and just never paid much attention to it. But on base game maps, this is probably what you have seen. That's what it kind of looks like. He also has some lights you can put around and some greenhouses. A water mill that can earn you some cash. A windmill. A water station, which we do have. Well, yeah, this supplies us with fresh water. But we'll go ahead and show you that up at the farm. So since I showed you everything around here, which I think we're all set for... Like I said, this is the only sell point for grain on the map. You would have to add more around the map if you like. But let's hop into the pickup truck. Fire it up. And get on the road. Not much fuel in the truck to begin with. And it's a little run down. But like I said, we're a new farmer. So that's why we start off with $100,000. And we start off with a pickup truck. Plus everything back here at the farm, which I'm about to show you. So you can kind of see... some places you'll see some kind of bare spots, but I mean, as we look around, it's basically just like wilderness out there. No other buildings whatsoever. There are trees around here, so you can do some logging, but of course, as you know, you got to buy the land before you can cut down trees. So basically, we're going almost like to the center of the map. Zip down over here, and this is basically where your farm is and what you kind of start off with a new farmer. There's your bale storage area. You do get some bales to start off with, some round, some square, some silage, looking all good. This is the only field on the map, so and when you start off, yes, the crops are pretty much withered and done with. I'll just park the truck right over here because this is our workstation right here. So to use the workstation, you have to park your vehicle or whatever out here. Open up these doors. I like how when you open these doors, I think the light automatically comes on, which is nice. And then you have to come in here and then you can access your vehicle, repair, whatnot, customize, and have fun with it that way. This is the wood cutting station right here. Did I start the mod? Yes, I do have the mod installed. Let me come in here. Super strength. I'll turn that on just for now because I'm pretty sure. So this should be an automatic selling station, I do believe. And the money is going up. So he does start you off with some logs here. So in the meantime, you can start cutting down trees on your farm here with a chainsaw, which doesn't cost much, and then bring your trees on over. Of course, you know, you can cut them in small pieces, pick them up, but you get the idea. But you do start off with a nice little wood chipper here, and it automatically sells it. Can I make firewood? Nah, can't do that. Over here is your water tanker to get water from. Open water valve. All right, well, we'll open it and let the water go on in. Wonder if that light... Ooh, I'm an athletic farmer. I know I can jump that high. I wonder if that light comes on. I'm pretty sure it does. So once you open it, you can't close it. So I assume that just fills your water tower, and then you take water from there. You do have a water point here, so if you just wanted to back a trailer into the water and get the water that way, I suppose you could. Here is, I guess, the hunting hut. And yes, the door does open. And when you come in, the light does come on. Not much to do up here, though. I don't, you get a nice view, I suppose. That doesn't open. No, we're all fine. You can close the door while you're in here, but there is a hunting hut for you. I've already been over here. I kind of like this little place right here. This is kind of... I just like the view. No, let me get my big butt up here. I'm athletic, but apparently I have a big butt. Nothing too important in here either. Just a nice little place to, well, I suppose relax if you wanted to. But get to overlook the water. Almost makes you want to grab a fishing pole, but I don't see no fish in there right now. But there's the outlook post. Alright, so let's come back over to the farm because that's what probably most of you want to see. So the wood chipper is just going to keep on running once it starts. Is that how that goes? Alright. That's fine. So here is your silo. Grain in, grain out. It just takes the base game crops like you normally would see on Farming Simulator. Here is a storage extension. So I assume that we can hold 300,000 liters now. Or it's 200,000. I thought it was 200,000 plus 100,000. You do start off with some grain to begin with. And like I showed you before, there's only one sell point on this map. I am curious. So I got to go back into silos. I thought it said the main silo held 200. Yeah, so it holds 200, and the grain silo extension holds 100,000. So wouldn't that be a total of 300,000 liters? Silo other. Maybe that's the other part. Interesting. Let me just try something here. Let's go in here. And where is that? We'll grab that, and object collides with another. These silo extensions I never quite got a hold of here. Let me just... How close can I get to that? Alright, so if I go in here, now it says I can hold 300,000. Alright. A little lost on my math there, so I thought the main silo held 200,000 and the extension held 100,000, which would be 300,000, and I put another one down, should be 4. Either way, there's your silos. So the grain goes in there, and of course, spits it out right here, so park your trailer there. Your broken down windmill. Here is your storage shed. Like I said, this is something that that's in his, well, I don't say a mod pack, in his part of the map, but I like how rusty it looks, like it's been here for ages. Looks like you start off with a cultivator, a plow, everything a farmer needs, 2 trailers, a nice New Holland TX32 combine with just a grain header, no corn header, your typical seed roll, and your favorite tractor. And actually what I want to do is we're going to back on up, hitch up the trailer. I'm going to pull this out for now because we're going to go back down to the vehicle shop because I do want to try out that, I think it's a buy point for grain and whatnot. So this looks like part of his fence line that we were showing you in the store. So this is the kind of fence line you can kind of put down. Got yourself a nice little outhouse here. The light does come on, but it's not really usable, and really it looks kind of full to begin with. I forgot who it was on his Discord channel. I want to say it was Farmer Klein. And he came up with a good a good point. Can we pull that out and use that as manure or slurry spreader? And well, I'm not sure if Alien Jim made that possible or not, but I would say probably not. But I thought that was kind of funny. Over here is where your house is, and well, it looks like an abandoned house, really. It does have a bathtub, which is good. Here is your wonderful sleep point. I may be sleeping outside. We'll take the ladder, and there's some storage areas up here. I don't know if you're going to find anything of interest up there. Can I actually get up here? No, I can't. But it's decorative. It looks good. A wash machine that probably will not run. A stove that I would not want to cook any of my food in. We do have an old heater tube and a TV tube. Yeah, that's what TVs used to look like, kids. And a couch. So there is your farm, your home farm, if you will, and everything that you need. And like I said, you got your field right over here. Not that big of a field to start off with, but that's not the point of the whole map. The whole point of the map is to create your own farm, design your own map, if you will. It needs a lime, apparently. But it is withered. Needs some tender and care to start off with. Let's go ahead and let me... do I have that enabled? No, I don't. Let me go back in here, turn that on. And we will get a bird's eye view since we're in the center of the map. Just to kind of show you. Now, as you get higher and higher, it looks like there's roads going around, and there kind of is, but when you're down on the ground, I'll show you when we get back in the pickup truck. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see the roads. They're really grass covered and everything. But as you can see, all around, there are no other buildings whatsoever. So you got the vehicle shop down there, and you got your farm right here. And that is pretty much it. Like I said, this map is for you to have free roam of what you'd like to do. Kind of like what I'm doing on Green Mountain Forest, but that map is all trees. You got to cut down the trees in order to expand. This map is definitely going to be more easier to expand on for sure. The pickup truck, we don't need that running. Oh, the one thing I was wondering about, let me go back into, is that going to be under decoration? Oh, no. That's going to be, I bet you it's under landscaping, because I know he was talking about this. Let me scroll on down. And if I go to here, ground type, I think he might have added some ground types. Did he not? Let's see here. That's just regular grass. There we go. Okay, so it shows as grass, but it's actually weeds, if you will, or flowers. So, yeah, when you go in landscaping mode, yeah, the other one looks like grass is actually wonderful, wonderful weeds. Yeah, it's too bad that the description on the bottom right-hand corner doesn't show it. So there's regular brushes. I don't have to go through these all over again. No, okay. One by one. These should all be the same, I would assume, as the base game. Just trying some things out here. Oh, water. I didn't... Oh, so you added the water puddles kind of a thing. That's good. I don't think that's part of the base game, is it? No, I don't think so. Whole bunch of different kind of concretes. Alright, so there's your typical grass. Alright, so we got weeds. I'll say pink weeds, white weeds. Bushes. Yeah, I kind of like how he added that. So you can... Yeah, I like how he added the extra textures that we can add to the game rather than just add grass. Because usually sometimes, like when you level things out, so say like out here you just want to level it out, you'd have to like repaint with grass and be like no bushes. You might want to add bushes and whatnot. So I like how he added that as well. That's pretty neat. Okay, let's exit out of here. While we're on our own land, let's go into here. Let's go to miscellaneous, and we want to see how some things are. So the wood chip sell point, if I run out of money or whatever, I'll just add some. So yeah, it's not that big. Boom, place it right there. The wood crusher we have. The lumber mill, you don't have enough money. Let's go ahead and fix that here. Let's go. If I go to here, and we'll just add There, now I got $1 million. That should be enough. I don't know. Well, it may not be enough. I don't know. So the lumber mill is your standard, I don't want to say standard size, but there you go. No, I don't want my flashlight. I want to walk around here. So that's the good thing about the map. He's giving us a map that we can kind of expand on. Is there a sell point here? Yes, there is. It's over on this side. There you go. So you can put down your own sawmill and sell your logs there. So yeah, he's giving us a map to free roam, if you will. But he's also giving us the material to add the placeables as it is. I mean, you can find a lot of these on modded sites or whatnot. But if you're not capable of, or a lot of mods aren't available to be on console. By the way, this map is available on all platforms. So, wait, where did I place? I just placed something down. I don't know where I placed it. Here is your bale sell point right here. Of course, you know, we're buying things to put them down. You probably want to put them down anywhere you want. The spinnery. How big is the spinnery? I don't know how much land I own, but... So, I mean, he's got nice detail into it. That's where you would sell your square bales. I would assume this is where you sell your loose straw. And silage as well, silage bales too, I would assume. If I go to economy page, now we should be able to see a sawmill, a spinnery, a straw barn. Let me just make sure the straw barn... Yeah, the straw barn will take silage. This must be fuel and diesel fuel? Alright, let's see. What else did I just put down here? Oh yeah, the spinnery. That's a big barn for a spinnery. So this would take cotton and your wool. So I mean, if you're gonna start off doing sheep, which is probably the easiest animal to take care of. I mean, chickens are as well, but you would need a spinnery for sure. Unless the vehicle shop, does the vehicle shop take? I'm pretty sure the vehicle shop will take all things. Yes, they take wool at the vehicle shop, and they also take cotton. So I guess you don't need the spinnery right off. All right. So what else does he have in here that I haven't put down yet that become useful? Greenhouses. Yeah, we've seen greenhouses. The water mill will earn you $500 an hour. It does cost $17,000, but really you can get your money back pretty quick on there. The same thing as for the windmill. The windmill does cost more per day to run, but that's fine. Income per hour, I must be on normal economy. If you're on easy economy, $1,000. On hard economy, $250. Then, of course, the water station is where we turn the water on. Okay, so let's back out of that. Silos, we kind of... Nope, we got something else to show in silos as well. The BGA, the small BGA. It's relatively small, so it's not that big of an area to place down. So what I'm trying to do here as well is show you that how big this land is, how much you can put down just on one piece of property. So if you want to expand and put everything on one lot, you know, it's pretty easy to do. So there you go. There's where you sell the stuff at the BGA, and right there, that's where you get your digestate from. And of course, if you need to, you always got the extension that holds 200,000. It doesn't show what the base one holds, but I'm going to guess the base one holds 200 and the extension holds 200,000. So then we got our liquid storage. Let's just go ahead and, you know, like I said, we're just going to pop anything anywhere, find space on right now. So like I said, this will hold water, milk. Oh man, I'm trying to guess now. Digestate and slurry. Yes, water, milk, digestate, and slurry. And of course, you got your extensions as well. So I suppose if you got a cow barn and you want to start storing it, I would assume. I don't know why you would store it, because most cow barns would hold enough anyways. But you can hold water there, slurry, and digestate. So I mean, once you start expanding your farm, and say your BGA is like on the east side of the map, and you want some slurry storage on the west side, you got some tanks you can go ahead and put on down. And those are sell points for root crop, dairy, bakery, windmill. I don't know if that's something he added, or because I don't remember these mods at all. I don't have, the only mod I have added to the map is the easy developer mode or mod. Let's go ahead and back out of that. So decoration. So the fences. So if we just grab one of these fences here, put down a fence there. We'll grab a tall hedge. I think that's a tall hedge. Oh, and this is just a 3 times hedge. Okay. Let's put down one of the houses for giggles. Let's go ahead and look at some of these houses. Well detailed. Of course, these are decorations, so you're not going to be able to go in these and do anything with them. But I like how he gave us more than one house, so it's not like you're just putting down one house everywhere. It's different kind of design houses. Yeah, I didn't think I can go in there. So here's your hedges that you can put up around your fence line, around your fields if you like to. And here is the wooden fence itself. Better make sure I can get my tractor out here later on. If not, we'll just buy a tractor and try it out. What else we got for decoration here? I mean, a lot of things you can put down. I'm not going to show you them all. Let's go ahead and just put down, because this may become kind of important to you. If you want to have a store around. Where am I? I'm putting so many things down, I'm losing track of where I am. Here we go. The sweet shop, and of course, like I said, all decorations, so yeah, you're not going to be able to go in there. It'd be kind of interesting if you would. So basically what you could do is put down like a sweet shop. Did I say sweatshop before? Might be a sweatshop. A sweet shop, and then you can go ahead and put down, if you come down here, you can go ahead and just put down this. And you're like, well, you're putting down a bakery sell point. No, that's the name of the sell point. So now I have a sell point in front of a shop, but the reason why it's called bakery, so that when you go into the economy page, it won't say, they're not just say just sell point, sell point, sell point, sell point. It'll just give you different locations. But that's kind of the idea of what this map is about. You designing your own map, putting down placeables where you like, sell points where you like. And that's what I like to do for the most part. Kind of have fun with it. So I think we covered everything there. I think we were in decoration. Anything else I probably need to show you? Oh, the rocks. Oh, geez, how can I forget about the rocks? Yeah, so rocks. Yes, rocks. Yeah, you can start placing some rocks around the map. I'm pretty sure there's, no, let's rotate camera. I'm not used to rotating some things around, so you can rotate rocks around. You can put rocks here. Can I lower? Can I sink them into the ground? Not quite. Well, that's fine. But we'll get a whole bunch of different kind of rocks. Yeah, I'll just place them down anywhere. You can't place them on top of one another. But you know what? I'm trying to do it like I was doing it like I'm playing a zoo, which is a game I dabbled into a little bit and decorating there. Alright, let's go ahead and look at some of these rocks. I know I made a mess of our farm, but don't worry. I'm just showing off some things here. Yes, I love being able to have some rocks. Being able to place rocks around the map. Perfect. I like that a lot. So we've seen the rocks. And everything else here we've seen as well. The sheds, as we've seen here. So the old bale shelter, we've seen that. The warehouse, I think it's your standard warehouse that you have. I may need to buy some more land here. Alright, let me go ahead and we will purchase this one right here. Back into here. I think it's just your standard warehouse. Where the heck am I? There we go. Get me back to where I need to be. So when you start building up your farm well enough, You can put down one of these suckers for 35 grand, which is really cheap. And yes, there are lights in here, and yeah, Jim is finally putting lights on, because the other day I had a hard time in Green Mountain Forest finding the light switch on there. I did see somewhere says skylight. Oh, look at that. The peak of the roof opens up. Not only does that let light in, but like on hot summer days, you open that up. I don't know if that's actually open, or is that like covering up windows? Alright, so it's not like a really ventilation kind of a thing. You're just opening up windows. Oh no, I fell through. Okay. Well, it kind of looks like there's glass up there. So, yeah, I would say it's not actually for ventilation. It's actually just glass. And, of course, when you shut it, you're just covering them up. I wonder if I'll fall through once it covers up. No, I do not. So maybe it is like a ventilation kind of a thing. And farmhouses, well, the doormat is if you don't want to be able to spend money on a house, and it's not going to let me put this down, I don't think. Nope. No, it will not. Because I already got one sleep point, if you will. But basically, you can put down a doormat anywhere on land that you own, I should say. And that'll be like a sleep trigger for you. Alright, so what I need to do next is, let's grab our tractor. And let's head on back to the shop. And, oh, there's a hedgerow. Yeah, so that is, yeah, you can't drive through that. It's not one of those hedges that just magically drive through. But I'm going to zip back down to the shop, and we'll see if I can buy some grain. And then we'll also purchase a chainsaw, and we'll go ahead and cut down our posts, and we'll get rid of all the rocks and all the trees and kind of see what that looks like. Alright, so back here at the shop, let's just figure this thing out here. Start filling, or if I start filling up with some wheat. So I bought wheat for $14,154. Now remember, I think I'm on normal economy here. So I mean, if you wanted to make some cash, would this actually benefit a normal economy? Yeah, so I made a little profit there. So I mean, that's something you could do if you wanted to. But I mean, yeah, you could go ahead and, I mean, if you run short on food for your animals, come on down here and buy the grain that you need. It all works out. One more thing I need to do here. I even forgot where the chainsaws are. Because usually you buy a chainsaw once and you're done. Chainsaws. And I always go, of course, with the steel because that's what I have. Zoom, zoom. Alright, let's head on down here and we're going to cut some signpost out. Alright, so this will get rid of the trees. I don't have access to this land. Well, Jim, that's kind of, oh, that's funny. I guess you got to buy the land before you can get rid of all the trees. Alright, well, okay, fine. Let's go ahead and buy that. And trees be gone. Yep, and there's the trees around the edge of the map, so you can kind of see how big the map is because I cut down the trees. Of course, it won't render in that far, but allows you to see more. Like I said, the roads that you see there on the side, I'll show you later on pretty soon that, yeah, the roads look like they're there, but they're kind of not there. All right, so let's grab our chainsaw once again. If I come over here, I'm just curious. Yeah, see, once you, like you said, once you cut it, it's over, it's done with. So be sure. What you might want to do is save the game first. If you're unsure, cut down the post and then think about it. And then if you don't like it, reload the game. Rocks be gone. I see a lot of rocks that are gone. Yeah, so I mean there are gonna be some rocks there, but that's kind of like the flooring itself, not decorative rocks, I suppose. All right, so let me jump into the pickup truck, and I want to bring up the map. Let's get rid of the HUD. Wow, with all the trees being gone now, it makes it kind of interesting to try to find out where these quote-unquote roads are. So actually, if I go, I may have to go here. I need to go to the right a little bit. Because I'm trying to find out where these roads, I think this is it right here. Yeah, so you can kind of see where there is a road, but they're not really marked roads. Even though when you look at the PDA, if I go back here, I'm actually on the road, right? Yeah, so see, I'm actually on the road, but that's kind of like the way the roads are, if you want to call them roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Also, like, I kind of figured out a little bit, but if you look to the right and left, you can see, like, weeds on the right and left. There's no weeds in the center, and that's kind of like where the roads kind of were. I guess we just putting down the foliage. So now we can kind of zoom around the map. Now remember, we did take down the trees and the rocks, so they're all gone. But basically, this map here is for you to expand as you like. Put placeables down where you like. You know, Farming Simulator, when 19 came out, gave us the ability to put down, put down the animal pens where we like, and now Jim is kind of giving us the opportunity to put down, you know, the placeables that he gave you in the map itself, to put down anywhere you like. And of course, well, the mod hubs out there, modded sites out there, add to your discretion, I suppose. But there you go. This is basically no man's land. Yeah, this no man's land. Oh, that's right. I can't drive through that hedge. But I do like how he added the foliage. We don't need the map anymore. Yeah, I like how he added some foliage, so you can put some foliage down around on the map other than this grass, hedges. He added a lot of good things. I probably am going to use the rocks a little bit myself. I will be doing a Let's Play on this map. I don't know if I'll get the first episode out in next week or not, but check my schedule that I post either on my Discord channel or on the community page. Maybe this weekend I'll get to it, and we'll have our first episode of No Man's Land on my channel. But anyways, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. And the first look, for me anyways, of No Man's Land by Alien Jim. It is on the Giants mod page, so go ahead and download that. Or if you're in game, you can get it directly from there. But there you have it. There's No Man's Land. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Hopefully I showed off the map as much as I possibly could and showed you some of the things that came with the map as you download it. But there you go. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you again here in No Man's Land by Alien Jim. But until then, have a good one.